Don't tell anybody.
No, well, that guarantees that you're going to mention it. So
No, I'm not. I'm just going to not tell anybody. And then everybody's going to say he's not going to tell us what. And I'm not going to say anything.
That's right. Okay. That's probably the best way to handle it, actually.
I think so. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us, broadcasting to your community. Episode we have no idea because we've never
counted.
We never started the count. If somebody wants to take the time and go way back, I think we tried to figure it out one time.
Yeah, it's definitely over 100 shows.
Oh, easily.
I sense that.
Are we 2 years in?
I think so. Oh, definitely. I've been reminded the 2 years in. So, 2017. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, we just coming into that for sure. Well, because I think it was October. It was. I don't know. It's 2 years, folks. 2 years. 2 years today. There. It's official now. October the 7th is our official birthday.
Time to celebrate.
Right.
Right now, talking of which, you've got celebrations next Monday. Is that right?
Celebrations next Monday.
National celebrations. The 14th. No? That's okay. That's right. Okay.
What are you referring to?
Is it Thanksgiving?
Oh, right.
David, is it Thanksgiving next Monday?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Right. Okay. I'm glad we got that sorted.
Boy, I was like, what the heck is he talking about?
Again.
Well, I don't know.
I know. He thought he's lost it again, but that's not true. Yeah. A little girl told me earlier late last week that it was Thanksgiving next Monday. So.
Hello to my friend Dan out there. Dan Vandenberg is watching. Thanks, Dan.
Hello, Dan. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Right. I noticed you've got a new background as well.
I did. I got playing around the other day, and I thought, well, I should represent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I have there's my Instagram and my Twitter and my Twitch is all. I've been really fortunate. I've been able to keep the Dav Burrows thing across all platforms. So the only difference is that the show Sarnia. So, but that's okay. Yeah. I've been fortunate that way to be able to have that name. Oh, and of course, yes, and also Dan is mentioning that we have a federal election in Canada coming up on October the 21st. So that's becoming interesting, and that's one of the symbol there is Dan's representation of his political party, right?
Right. Oh, it's. I've not seen it in the UK. So which political party is it?
That's conservative, right, Dan? Because there's another one out there that's very similar to that. So I'm right. Which is kind of interesting. I apologize, Dan, if I'm getting, but I think it's conservative.
Okay.
Because we also have the People's Party of Canada now as well. So I'm not sure if that's People's Party of Canada or conservative. Sorry, Dan. Let us know in the comments. And Dom says hello. Oh, and look at the cute couple.
I know. Yeah, love the picture. Because you met last weekend, yes?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday at the Sarnia Sting game. Okay, Dan says Conservative Party. Thanks, Dan, for clarifying that. I'm sorry I didn't get it right.
Okay.
Yesterday, Sarnia Sting hockey. Oh, it's frustrating. They haven't won a game all season. They're 0-5 now.
Oh dear, that's not good.
Well, all season. It's 5. It's the 5th game. 2 weeks in, something like that. It makes it difficult post-game interviews.
They're not actually queuing up to be interviewed, I take it.
But we still get post-game. They talk to us, but it's tough. I just said, they're going to get all the losses out of the way right from the start. Everything else will be okay. We'll see. Anyway, he was there yesterday. A friend of mine, just out of random act of kindness, said, "Here, I want to give Dom a ticket so he can come and enjoy a Sting game." So that was cool. So he was there, and I didn't get a lot of time to spend with Dom because I was busy between my setup and going upstairs in the media booth and running around and doing whatever. But did have a moment there to chat for a few minutes and get a picture taken. So it was good to see Dom out there enjoying himself. Glad you could get there, Dom. That's cool. Yeah, they lost 5-3.
Right. Okay. Well, to counterbalance that, I follow Burnley in the Premiership, and we are in 7th place out of 22, with teams like Liverpool, Manchester City, and the like ahead of us. So we're batting above our weight or boxing above our weight, and we're doing very well. So
this is what sport? Sorry.
This is football.
Football. Okay.
Premier League.
Okay. Very good.
Right.
Yeah. Don't fall. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, we're on a different screen layout this week, aren't we?
Well, this is what I ended up changing it to last week because it keeps the remember we keeps the perspective, right?
You've gone back to the theme, the old theme.
Yeah. Well, I like using the other one, but it doesn't set the aspect the same way.
No. Okay. Right.
And I wish there would.
But if every theme was the same, they wouldn't be different, would they?
Well, no. We went through this last week. I wasn't sure that I explained. The theme can be different, but the aspect ratios, they could all be the same, but the theme, color, and how the lower thirds come up can be different. But it squishes everything.
Okay.
So that's it shows the whole picture of you right to your little chest, your chess pieces in the background.
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh, there's Dom saying we will catch up to talk. Yes. Well, speaking of Dom, I just want to throw out there, I'm excited. Of course, he's working on writing his book with the support of Rose Gold Publishing, our friend Dolly. And I've been asked to write the prologue.
Very good.
For the book. And I've agreed to do that, so I'm excited. I don't have a due date yet, but we're in the starting phases anyway. But I was excited to be asked to do that, so I'm looking forward to it.
That's good. That's an honor.
Putting my thinking cap on.
Yeah.
How many truths do I tell? What else is happening in your world, in the live streaming world? What do you see coming up?
Next week is Monday through Wednesday is 3 days of BeLive's 3rd birthday celebrations, starting on Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern, through to 5 p.m. each day. And there are, I was going to say artistes, but there are broadcasters lined up for each of the shows during those days. And I'm down to do a show at 12 p.m. Eastern, which is why I thought it was a good coincidence that you were actually doing Thanksgiving on that day.
Yeah, well, it is Thanksgiving that day, but I'm not celebrating Thanksgiving that day.
Oh.
Celebrate on the day before.
Okay.
On the Sunday.
Right. Okay, we'll talk about that later then.
So that's why I can be around. And be some exciting things to be talked about on the BeLive birthday party celebration. We always look forward to maybe some special announcements that are going to be coming along.
Yeah, special announcements, if you want to look out for them, be there at 9 a.m. Eastern each day.
And that's on BeLive.tv or in the BeLivers group?
On BeLive.tv. Starts at 9 a.m. and in the first hour, each day there will be an announcement, as far as I know, according to the program.
Yeah.
And
more exciting times coming with BeLive Studio 2. And
definitely improvements.
Yeah, well, growth, right? I mean, we think, they've been around how long now? This is what birthday?
3rd.
It's the 3rd, yeah.
So, as I say, be there at 9 a.m. and you'll be in the know as to what's happening on BeLive. Deb and I could tell you, but then we wouldn't be.
But then you wouldn't watch.
You wouldn't watch. Well, first of all, you wouldn't watch, and 2, we'd be in bit of bother, as we'd say in the UK. So we've got
big doo-doo.
Well, yeah. I mean, the price of actually getting to try these things out early is keeping stum.
That's right.
During the period we're actually looking at it.
We'd only tell people once because they'd never tell us again.
Well, if it's your birthday, then you unveil the surprises, don't you?
That's right.
Yeah, so that's only fair. I've got a feeling that we may know some of them, but not all of them, which is why we will be watching too, to discover anything that we've not been told about.
Agreed. Yeah, looking forward to participating in that and seeing what else is coming along. Let's talk Facebook for a minute, because I feel like there's some changes that have happened there. But I'm not 100% sure.
In relation to,
I'm just gonna. Okay. Well, we talked a while ago. Well, I set up this show, right? I scheduled it, and then I should do it sooner, but I never seem to.
Would help.
What's that?
I was only suggesting that you could do it after you do the show with David Burrows, but
there's a reason that I don't.
Okay.
It's because I try to schedule my show before ours so that it gets out there and people, and then if I don't want to put them out at the same time.
Okay.
But I hear what you're saying, because I've thought about that. I thought, well, if I just did it at the same time I set up the show, then it's done. And I don't know. I have to put some thought into that. But what sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Go on, no, go back to Facebook.
No, I was just going to say, we talked about this, I think it was last week or the week before. And when you schedule a show, there's an option to tell it to go live in groups.
Yep, we did.
And I do that. It doesn't seem to show up.
I agree. It doesn't
so
work.
It's there, but it's not. So you've had the same experience then, have you?
Yeah. When I was created this broadcast, I saw the option and I thought, right, I'll go for it. And then it just doesn't work at the moment. It's obviously there for the future, because that would be handy, because you've got a lot of people who go live on their own page, share to their personal page, and then start sharing to groups, which is a lot of work. If you could actually just tag the name of the group before you go live, then that would be very useful indeed, especially if you're going to several different groups.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not just me. I thought maybe it was just me.
No, it's there so that we know it's coming. It's there so that we can actually practice using it, but it's not actually working.
Okay, all right. Makes perfect sense to me.
No, it doesn't. That doesn't. Not totally. It's just one of those things that Facebook are up to in changing things around. If you go to once you've created it, there is a change which is not so subtle. And just so that everybody knows, if you'd gone to David's page before the show and gone to the videos page, you would not have seen this show. Yeah. They used to list upcoming videos along with all your videos. No longer happens now. It doesn't happen. If you go to your page now, we can prove this.
Sure.
If you go to your page now, you'd expect to see in videos the show that you're doing at 3:30 Eastern. This is live. We're doing an experiment to make sure that this happens in Canada as well as the UK. And that makes it very difficult to actually find a show. I mean, people who know that we're going live at 12 p.m. Eastern will come along and watch the show, which is good. But if you don't know, you can't actually find it by accident. Okay, that's it. So now if you go to the videos tab.
Oh, hang on, I gotta get my show page. That's what you're saying.
Okay. David's using screen chat, which is one of the features of Be Live, which means that we can share pages whilst we're live simply by selecting the page and bringing it up on screen. Right. So there's the page.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you go to the videos tab, okay, now it shows that we're live, hopefully.
Yeah.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
But your show at 3:30 is not there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it used to be. It would have been next to us, next to that the one
Gotcha.
which was showing
That it was one coming up.
It's disappeared from there. All right.
Okay.
But what is new is if you click the blue button to the right of where you are now, up a bit, right a bit.
Add video?
Yeah. I'm just going to walk you through this. This is live. If you want to put it full page, you can. Okay. Oh, you've done this. Have you done this? Yeah. Have you done this before?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but not that way.
Right. Okay. You can now select 5 videos to actually go at the head of the page.
Yeah.
And each video can be selected providing it has a title. Yeah.
Well, see,
and that's something. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, see these. Well, these are sting videos.
Yeah.
They're given a title, but they don't always show up.
Okay. Well, can you press the add button to the right of it or not?
Yeah. Here's another thing. Watch this.
Okay.
Oops.
You can't put a space in.
That's right.
We both noticed that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But now you've got a title and you can select it. And you then, it doesn't make any difference if you own the page, but if you go view as...
see, for me, I go to home, like, so this is the main page, and I just click add video from here.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it lets me do the same thing.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
But I wonder why I can't, like, when I want to type in a title, I can't put a space in.
It's bad design. Simple as. I can't do it either. Nobody can. You can cut and paste a title with a space in it, but you can't actually type it in. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So there you have
here's yeah, it's good to know. Here's something else that I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to switch pages,
yeah.
So you'll see, and I have several, right?
Mm-hmm.
It used to be that the pages I went to the most showed up in the top 3 here.
It did, yeah.
That doesn't seem to happen anymore.
Nope.
And it's like, okay, the show with David Burrows, where is it? Sometimes it's down here. You know, here it is here, up here. Sometimes it'll be up here. And I'm like, why are they doing that? And I don't know the answer, but the only reason that I've been able to come up with is they keep moving it around so that you will look at your other pages that you haven't been going to and maybe click on them.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, it could be subtly. It could be subtly
but
trying.
It's annoying.
To all the pages. Well, indeed, the more pages you have, the more harder you've got to look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Kelly Shoddy says, sorry, go ahead. Finish that.
Yep. It's okay. I'm good.
I was just going to say, Kelly Shoddy says, I see on his post 14 hours ago on his page, he would be live at 3:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then tune in to watch, get a reminder.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the other thing that's changed. We talked about last week too, is that when I schedule something, it creates a post and lets you have that little button to get a reminder. And then when we do go live, it doesn't go live on that post. It's a new post and you go live. And that annoys Stephen Healey.
It does, because it's unnecessary. It's not based on the KISS principle. Keep it simple, whatever you want to put at the end.
Yeah.
And it's just complicating things unnecessarily.
Well, I think I had a theory on why they were doing it. If you recall, I think it was, I said, well, you're getting 2 posts out of it. So I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
You get a post that says, oh, this is going to happen. And then when you go live, like if it's a week later or 2 days later, you get another post that ends up. So you end up actually in the newsfeed twice.
Okay.
I'm just trying to defend Facebook.
You can defend a whole lot of what Facebook does, but not this particular item, which is most annoying. I'll do. Yeah.
Okay. And I can't really defend them because I don't know what they're doing. I'm just guessing. I'm creating my own theories. Something else that's changed too is my phone.
Mm-hmm.
iOS did the latest update to 13.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always that requires some adaptations of learning. Well, it's got a dark mode now, and it's got a few other things. And then I went to go set my alarm last night when I went to bed, and it was a different process to get to the same result. I'm like, why are you doing that? It's an alarm. All I need to do is tell what time and turn it on. Why did you have to move stuff to make me angry before I went to bed?
Of course, there are alternatives. You can actually do it with Alexa, wake me at 6 o'clock.
Is that 6 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, it is. Okay.
Here's the problem I have with Alexa.
Oh, I think she's gone quiet now.
Here's the problem I have with
6 a.m.
Sorry, I can't set alarms in the
It's a great alternative.
Live demonstrations, eh? It's okay. She can't hear me. I've moved her, you see, and she's sulking.
Right. Well,
she used to be there, but she's now over there. So
my she is right here on my desk.
I
can't say her name or she'll. But the problem that I have with her is, so when I go to bed at night, I have her beside my bed on a desk or table rather, and I listen to the radio.
Okay.
So I said, play so and such, and away she goes, and I listen to my local CHOK radio station. But I have the volume down at like volume 3.
Yeah.
So that it's just there and it doesn't really bother Jennifer. So if I use her as an alarm, it's not going to be loud enough.
I take your point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I mean, if you could say, hey, so-and-so, set an alarm for blah, blah, blah at this time using volume 10.
I don't know.
Should be simple.
I don't know.
Can't they just flip a switch and make that happen? It's like features on BeLive, right? Sometimes people think, oh, I should just tell them that, and there should be a programming switch. You just flip that feature on where you go, right? As a programmer, you know what I'm talking about.
Indeed, I do.
I was a bit sad yesterday, I have to admit.
What saddened you?
Well, before I went to the Sting game, I had a meeting here in town. And it was a beautiful day, and I thought, well, I'll take the motorcycle. It was only 3 blocks from here. It wasn't really far.
Okay.
And then I left the meeting, and it was almost like it was even nicer than when I went there. But I had to leave, and I had to go do the Sting game. And I was like, oh, this is a really beautiful day for a motorcycle ride. And I don't know how many we're going to have left, right? Because 'tis the season for that.
Yeah.
So like today's another beautiful day, and I'm like, I'm in the studio all day. So I've spotted some time for tomorrow, but my luck, I haven't even checked the weather. Tuesday, Wednesday's looking good. So I'm hoping, because we're running out of time before I got to put her away for a while. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So she hibernates.
Yes. She goes back to her original owner location for the winter time. And then we'll come back to me at an appropriate time. We have a garage, but we want to park one of the vehicles in the garage during the winter. And there's just not quite enough room. There could be, but because it'd be nice to have her there so that when you get that odd day that, oh, it's nice today would be a good day, but then it's like in December, nobody's looking for a motorcycle in December, so it's probably not a good idea anyway. Dom says he can set his alarm on his phone by voice. Yeah, I do the same thing with Siri. Right? It's interesting to me. Yesterday, I was like sending texts to Jennifer, and I was making phone calls, and I was just doing all this stuff, and not once did I lift a finger.
Mm-hmm.
I was asking so and so to turn lights on and off, and I was asking the other girl to text, and I just thought to myself, I can remember watching Star Trek when I was a kid in the 70s,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and they were reruns then, and they were talking to the computer.
Oh yeah.
And I remember thinking, oh, that'd be the coolest thing. That'll never happen.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Indeed.
and here we aren't. Here's my friend Stephen Healey in the United Kingdom. I'm here in Canada, and we have a relationship and a friendship and a show, and it's all via live streaming.
That's true. That's very true. Out in the real world, Angelica's son is a guitarist.
Oh, I didn't know that.
With Ramlide, who are a tribute band based on the German band Rammstein, who played the Hollywood Bowl. So there's 100,000 people. Well, he is also part of an orchestra, and it's called the Full Tone Orchestra, and they're based in Wiltshire, and they have a theatre company, the Invitation Theatre Company, and they put on productions. Now, normally they put on the production in Devizes, which is in a local church. It's just basically we can go along a couple of times a year and watch them. But this time, they decided to stage a production of War of the Worlds.
Oh, wow.
Which we all know and love. The musical by Jeff Wayne, released in 1978. And they took over for 3 days the theatre over in Swindon, which is 635 seats. And we were able to sit back and watch a 2.25-hour extravaganza performance of War of the Worlds, which was fantastic, especially knowing that Martin was actually the lead guitar in it as well.
Yeah.
But it's just fascinating. It's brilliant to actually listen to something live as opposed to on the radio or on record, to actually be in an audience who can sing every song, know every tune, and generally you get drawn into the story of War of the Worlds. And that was our treat over the weekend. It was to go 20 miles into Swindon and go to the Wyvern Theatre. And congratulations to Titco and the Full Tone Orchestra on a fantastic performance. You can catch part of it on YouTube, in actual fact. I'll put a link in afterwards.
Nice.
There you go.
Exciting times.
Indeed. The frame's back. I feel happy now.
Oh, were you missing it? I forgot about it. Yeah. I'm going to have to adjust it though, because so you can see here, it's blocking certain parts of us.
Well, yeah, because it's not built for this theme, is it? It's built for the other theme.
Right.
Yeah. So you'd have to have a different version of it.
I have to adjust it, so I will do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
because it's cutting off the left-hand side as far as you're concerned, the right-hand side as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So we'll just go back to none for now.
Right.
Lovely.
Okay.
Yeah. Dom says he uses Hey Google. Yes.
Yep.
I've heard him when I've been at his place. And, hey Google this,
right.
And hey Google that. And so speaking of Google, I got a Chromecast.
Yes.
Do you know anything about them?
It's a set-top device that plugs into your television.
Yeah, and you can watch different TV channels and stuff. So I have new internet,
Yeah. Okay.
and I don't know if I told you that. And
No, you haven't.
we have fiber internet now.
Okay.
So I
Good.
get, well, I'm supposed to get, let's do a speed test. Well, this won't be accurate because I'm live.
No, because you're broadcasting, it will be lower, but at least it'll be an indication
But
of the power that you now have.
I'm supposed to have 500 down and 500 up.
Okay, that's good.
Megabyte. Yeah.
That's impressive. Yeah.
Now, well, it is. That being said, let's try it. Yeah, so it's going to be lower because of this. Jason and I are going to do an experiment at some point, because we typically don't stream at the same time.
That's a good idea.
Right. Except that now we might be able to.
Indeed. Well, you should be able to. I mean, you should both be able to get a good stream up.
So I have 100 and look at that. Wow. I've got, I could probably share this.
Yeah. You can hear me speak before I talk, can't you? It's that fast.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Do you want to put that full screen? Because I'm struggling.
It is full screen. Oh, you mean without us on camera?
Just we'll still be heard.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right. Okay. So I can now see it. 148 and 522 up. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Stephen Healey says, yeah, someday.
Yeah, okay. Fine. Well,
Thanks for showing that up.
For me, I live out in the wilds, as it were, in Wiltshire. We're not the most populous county, and we're not too well provided with internet. So I'm just glad that I can actually go live. I mean, I'm happy that I can go live. That's an achievement for me.
Yeah.
So
I will say though, and I'm so this is the issue that I've had. I'm not sure where the issue is coming from necessarily. But even though I still have those amazing speeds, if you don't have the computer to process it, you will still get some pixelation while you're broadcasting.
Well, it's not just, I mean, that is your connection to the internet. It's not the connection for there's several things, but it's not the connection. You've got to go to Israel, to another server, then you've got to go to Facebook. So your signal is getting transmitted thousands of miles before it actually ends up on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah? Now, this means that if you get a good signal, it should stay with you throughout the whole length of the broadcast.
That's right.
If you get a bad signal, then no matter what your internet speed is, then you need to refresh. Yeah. I want to get onto something at the moment. If anybody's got an iPhone and is watching now, then do you think they could join us, David? Because I just want to do an experiment.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dom doesn't have an iPhone. I have an iPhone.
You have an iPhone. We'd like to join us by iPhone.
Sure.
Okay.
I
just want to do a test.
I have the links up. Oh, I can't do a darn thing without these. Terrible.
Let's see. I know I take my glasses off, but I look like an owl if I do, because I've got rings where the sun has never burnt. So mine are a permanent fixture. I've got to go and get a new pair next week. I don't know about what it's like in Canada, but if you want a new pair of glasses, then you're talking $400.
That's cheap.
All right. Okay.
Well, I don't know. Jennifer just got 2 new pairs, and she paid about $800. So yeah, that's about right. It depends on. Oh yeah.
Well, the thing is about.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Okay, bit of juggling. thing is about sight, it goes gradually. It's not until you actually go for a checkup that you notice what the difference is. Same with hearing. That goes gradually too. Okay, so you're about to enter the broadcast. We're going to see 2 of David Burrows. Yeah, I know he'll be back in a minute. He's just switched his sound off so that we don't get sort of horrible echo. And now you're on twice. That's good. If you, yes, you are. I can see you. If you switch off, if you speak, can you speak?
Yes, I can speak.
Brilliant. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Right. That's the end of the test. People have been saying, because you're on an iPhone, I just want this recorded, that David is on his iPhone. He's come straight into the broadcast, no preparation whatsoever, and it simply works. And the whole point about this is that there are thousands of BeLive broadcasts every day, and you should really be following a routine if you want to be hassle-free.
Yes.
That routine is simple and straightforward. Switch your computer off, switch it back on again, go directly to the BeLive Studio 2 and start your broadcast. But if you've got a guest, ask your guest to join you 10 minutes before so you can do a sound and voice check so that you know that everything's working before you go live. It is pointless testing whilst you're live because you're ignoring people, great people are watching, and also well, it's just a waste of time really, especially if it doesn't work. And David's going to, right, okay, we're going to be photographed doing this. There we are. Okay, so we're famous now. But it's just a question of preparation. And it's just so simple and easy to do. And then you can come into the broadcast and everything's ready to go. And everything's done.
Just like that.
Are you staying?
What's that?
Are you staying? Are we going? Are you? Are the 2 of you staying until the end, or no? Okay, right. Thank you for that. I just wanted to do that because we didn't practice that beforehand.
No.
But that was straight on your iPhone. Able to come straight in, perfect signal, good picture, good sound. So there you are.
Well, you make some good points in there, and one of the ones that stands out for me is honestly preparing, having a routine. So I have a routine. I set up my show. I have a notepad of instructions.
Right.
And the only thing I have to change is, excuse me, I have 3 guests, so I even list who the guests are and where they're from, and I include a little. Well, here, let's show it.
Let's do it live.
Let's do it live. That's what we're all about. But yes, having a plan, man, that's important. Even though I've done thousands of interviews,
yeah,
I still have a checklist. Right? When I go to the college to teach and I walk into my room, I have a little checklist. It's on my phone, but I have a checklist, okay? Turn computer on, turn projector on, log into D2L, before the students get there, right? I do the same thing here, and I will share.
It's all part of being professional.
Right.
And taking what you do seriously. Because
so you're absolutely right. Here's today's instructions. So once I schedule the show, once I've confirmed all my guests, so I actually have a Calendly, which is an online program for scheduling. I have created a link for the show and set it up Mondays. These are the 3 times. And I send people the link. I say, would you like to be on the show? Yeah, or whatever. Here's the link. Okay, no problem. And if they don't, a day or 2 later, I go back and I say, just a gentle reminder to please confirm your time before your slot is gone. Because I've got to get somebody in that slot.
Yeah, that's true.
And because it's a community show, I can plan sometimes 2-3 weeks in advance is about where I'm at. But sometimes it's week to week because you don't know what's going to be happening, right?
Okay, gotcha.
So I send them that. They confirm everything. And I say, once you confirm, then I'll send further instructions. I'm going full screen so Stephen can read it now.
That's very kind of you, sir. Thank you for being a guest on my show.
Yeah, and if this is your first time, don't worry. It's real simple. If you read the instructions step by step, you will be good to go. If you have done this before, you should be good to go, but it never hurts to take a moment to review. Here are your instructions for Monday's interview. You must be logged into Facebook. Please read all of this message. Here's the link to join the guest. Show starts at 3:30. There's a list of the people that are on. Please read carefully. Having a strong internet speed is important. You can do a test at speedtest.net, 1.5 or more. Once the show's, and this is key, I put once the show starts at 3:30 p.m., I will not be able to help you with tech issues.
Good point.
Take the time to do a test. You can do a test anytime now until the show starts. And there's the instructions from a laptop. And there's the instructions from the app.
Yeah.
And I repeat myself, now that you have the link, you can do a test anytime. Make sure you have things working. If it's your first time, I would encourage you to do a test. Remember that it is live, so please join the lobby at least 10 minutes before your scheduled time. So it makes me relax knowing that you're there and ready, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I ask them, please share and tag the post.
Mm-hmm.
And I give them an example on how to do that. And there's the link for the show. This will help to get more people watching. And if they have any questions or want to reach out to me, I have there's my phone number. Don't need to show that. And and it just makes it's a process, right? I learned a long time ago from somebody to put systems in place. When you have systems in place and follow the systems, McDonald's has a system. It's why a 16-year-old can run a McDonald's. If you walk into a McDonald's, where's the French fries? Over here. Burgers come out here. The milkshakes are here. Everything's a system.
Yeah.
You learn the system. Create your own system.
Well, if you're going to like McDonald's and KFC have done, if you're going to have a franchise, you've got to have the systems because that's what you're selling. Yeah?
That's right.
If you're going to be a franchisee, you need written instructions from the moment you walk through the door to the moment you switch the lights off and go home.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, you could probably make a better burger than McDonald's does, but you wouldn't change the sauce if you bought a McDonald's. If you want to change the sauce, you go start your own burger joint.
Right.
Right.
True. Yeah.
And it's let's say the systems. And even though I do this every week over and over and over and over, I still come into my studio. I'm like, okay, I have to do this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
The only thing I haven't put into that system is that, David, schedule broadcasting to your community after you schedule the show.
Just a thought.
I'll add it in there.
Just to go to that point, if you're going to schedule the show, then if you schedule it the day before, that's probably the best, from my experience. Anything from 3 to 1 day before gets an increased audience because Facebook is able to share out the post.
Yes.
It's a bit tight if it's less than a day.
Yeah.
Because the only people who will hear about you are people around at the time you go live and not people who've actually seen it and set a reminder in the previous 24 hours.
Yeah.
But franchises are written, well, it's basically you're getting a handbook or several handbooks, and they're actually telling you exactly what to do step by step.
That's right.
But our handbook for actually starting a show is the same because we share the way of actually doing this properly. And if you are having problems, then there are two things you can do. One is refresh, because 98% of the time, don't quote me on that, refreshing the page will give you a new signal and improve your video and sound quality. And the second thing you should do is to press the button. If you're hosting the show, press the button bottom right and speak live to Be Live support, who are there 24/7. Rant over.
That's right. I hear. I think I know why you're. Yeah, I get it.
I just got to. I'm going to take my hat off to somebody now.
Yeah.
And that somebody is Molly Mahoney. And all I'm saying is, if you want to see how to do customer service with mutual respect and make your point and close down a conversation, then do take a look in the Belivers group and look at Molly's comment, because that is impressive. Because on the one hand, she explains the thousands of shows a day. On the other hand, she says that she has occasional problems on all the systems she's ever used. And then she says, right, okay, this thread has served its purpose because BeLive has seen it. I'm going to close it down now. But I'm closing it down with love. I respect you. I wish you every success in broadcasting. If you need any help, press the button.
That's right.
And it was a masterclass in customer relations. So that's in the Belivers group.
Yes, I saw that today, actually. Yeah. So I knew where your angle there, and it's a good point. And Molly is nothing but professional, and she did handle it very well and positive. And you're gonna have issues, folks. Like when I go out and do live stream of events, not using BeLive, when I use the other system, I explain to people when they hire me, I say, okay, first of all, the most important thing for me is a strong internet connection. So let's see what you have here. And oftentimes, unless I'm doing it at the college or something where they got super duper superhero ninja internet, I just bring my own. I bring my hub and my own, because then I know how to handle it. And I also tell them, even though it's HD broadcasting, it's not HD television.
No, that's very true.
There's a lot of wireless involved. There's a lot of moving parts. And it's not HD television. So there could be issues. So, and there's so many environment issues that can contribute to things going bad. So people have to understand that. But when they look at their phone now, they want it to look just as good as their television did.
One day.
It's not always like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have comments in the house.
Yeah, Barry Loxton. So I had Barry and Deborah, they're publishers of a book about a character called Lizzie. And he said, Deborah and I found your instructions very easy to follow and very easy for us to do our first interview with you. You are also an excellent host, making us comfortable being interviewed for the first time. Thank you, David Burrows. You're welcome. And I will say, and I don't say it to impress, just to impress upon the importance of it. One of the comments I do get often is they're like, oh, you made me feel so comfortable and relaxed and, whatever. And that is important to do with your guests when they're on, especially if it's their first time. Your first time of anything, your first time driving a car, your first time riding a bike, your first time, you got to relax and be comfortable. And as a host, that's an important thing to do. And what else we got? I use the MS Society newsletter to help me prepare for my shows. Yeah, so Dom does his Talking MS show, and he has a reference to, he prepares notes and notes. Now, what a great idea.
True. I think this is a true story. Okay. There is a series which is being recorded at the moment on BeLive, and I took a look at it, and it was pixely. Okay, so I had a word with the one of our friends and said, like the webpage, but the video is pixely. I said, did you not do everything that we've been talking about today? He said, no. We actually do the recording on my laptop in the host's shed, and he is borrowing his neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Oh my Lord, what is he thinking? I don't care who it is. If I know him, I'm laughing. What are you? Come on.
True, it could be apocryphal. It could be a true story. I'm going with true story. Somebody who's not on the internet normally says, "Okay, come over, bring your laptop. I've got internet, but it's not mine."
You Wi-Fi thief. Well, he's obviously got
they must know each other.
Yeah, he's obviously got permission. They must have given him a password or something.
Yeah, but he's in his garden shed.
Does it have to go through? Where's the router on the other side of the wall?
Was actually he's out in his garden shed, which is at the bottom of the garden, so it's on the outer reaches of the Wi-Fi signal anyway.
Why isn't it working? Why am I pixelated?
Exactly.
The system sucks. Yeah. Oh, funny.
Okay.
Well, that's a good example of there's a lot of, and there's probably trees in the way on the way back to the house. And yeah. I don't understand why I can't get a signal. Stonehenge is in my way right there.
Right. Indeed.
Doesn't travel through rocks. Wow. It is important to be prepared. And as simple as BeLive is to use, there's still a lot going on, and there's a lot to prepare for. I showed it to my students, this group of students, and they were, the first group wasn't as intrigued last year, but this group, they were like, so I could do a talk show about, I said, about anything you want.
That's true.
That's cool. So, the wheels are turning. We'll see. I have to get back in touch with BeLive to see what we can do for them. But I'm always curious to see what the students are going to, because they have a final project they have to do, right? And they have to do a presentation and on their channel that they create or whatever. Yep. I'm always intrigued to see what they come up with. So, young creative minds, right?
Well, they could do a lot worse than go live on BeLive. We know.
Yeah. So I've been back in the Twitch world, and I'm stuck on this game. And this is actually something. I wonder if we got time to. Yeah, let me do it. Have you got anything else you want to talk about, or can I do another demonstration?
I'm good. I'm just chilling out. No worries.
Should have had this prepared.
No. Preparation. Yeah, you should. Whilst David's doing that, final reminder that next week, Monday through Wednesday, starting at 9 a.m. in the morning, 8 hours of live video every single day. And you can hop in and out. You can join live. David and I are on with Brigetti on the Monday. And we're looking forward to that because it's always good when the three of us get together. I'm hosting a networking party, which you are invited to, and that's on the Monday as well. As David says there, please share. So next Monday through Wednesday is the time to get involved with the BeLive. There will be prizes galore. You could well win something. I can't say what, but it will be worth having. And I'm busking it here because I know David's going to be ready momentarily. And as soon as I start on it, there you go.
So I'm hooked on this game, and actually I'm thinking I'm going to go live and play some games live on Facebook too, because you can do that, and that's where my biggest audience is. Let's see how I do this here. It's a game called 911 Operator.
Okay.
And it's not super difficult. I'm not really a gamer, even though I'm involved in the esports world. I'm not really a gamer. I'm a talk show guy. I talk. That's my thing. Pardon me.
Indeed.
But sometimes I come across a game where I go, that's okay. That's my pace.
Okay. And David's going to share the game.
I boo-booed here.
No?
Hang on a sec.
David's not going to share the game. We really do want you to come back next week and watch as David shares the. No, we have plenty of time. Okay.
I just have to wait for it. I boo-booed when I.
No worries. No worries. This is live video. Things happen most of the time.
Okay, I got to do it again.
Sometimes it's unplanned.
Differently.
And we spent a whole show and not even mentioned Brexit, which I'm great.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought they were still on vacation.
No, no. It was ruled illegal.
Oh, really?
Supreme Court said it's illegal. You can't dissolve a pro-rogue parliament. You can't shut parliament down and kick everybody out for 5 weeks. You just can't do it. So once the legal ruling came through, everybody went back to work.
Okay.
Yeah. The law is above parliament.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, this is it. This is what you've been waiting for. I'm going to be quiet. Not my being quiet, but the game is what you're waiting for. Okay.
Come on back up here.
Okay, and I'm still here. Yeah, that's good.
Here we go.
David's here. The game's here. Okay.
Why is it not showing?
I can see it as a small screen, but it's not showing. Is it full screen or should it be full screen? We're on tenterhooks here, David. Come on.
We're what?
Tenterhooks. It's gone square.
Yeah.
It's not square anymore. Okay.
I don't know why it's not showing.
Right. So that's it. You've got to all come back same time next week. 5 minutes the hour. David will actually demonstrate the game, which has been driving him wild and crazy. And we know why now, because
I didn't prepare.
Right. Okay. Doing things on the spur of the moment isn't always the best decision.
Oh, wait.
I've done it too. I'm waiting.
What is
We're
going
good.
on?
I don't know. It's misbehaving. It won't help if I shut things down, will it? I don't know.
It's okay. I'll prepare for next week.
Okay. That was
I'll prepare for next
a
week.
very short presentation. That
was a complete waste of time.
No, it wasn't. We busted it for 4 minutes. It's no problem. We gave out information about Be Live celebrations next Monday, Wednesday.
That's right.
And
yeah, starting Monday, 9:00. It'll be Thanksgiving Monday here, but I will be live with yourself and Brazetti at 1:00 Eastern. And what are you doing? But you're doing something before that?
Yeah, I'm doing a networking show before that.
Okay.
In Be Livers.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's Be Live TV, and in parallel, there's a Be Livers group.
Nice.
So we shall see.
All right.
Yeah.
Boy, we just kind of went everywhere today, and we
stayed on the rails most
for the most part.
Which is pretty good. For
the last 4 minutes. Can I delete that?
Of course you can. Yeah. You can edit a video now on Facebook, so you can take off the intro and the outro, but you'd have to cut this bit as well. There's no mid-show editing. There's just beginning and end.
You can do that on Facebook?
Yep. See, we're here to learn. If you're going to edit on Facebook and you're going to edit video, then you do have the option to actually edit the video, and you can take off the front end and the back end. And it's a bit. If I say it's functional and that it works, that would be true. If I said it's easy to use, that may not be totally accurate.
Yeah, I think now you mentioned, I think I have seen that, and they've got the Creator Studio set up there now.
Mm-hmm.
Create, for example, and I did a video on my other page, Learn with David. how to set up Facebook video playlists.
Mm-hmm.
Not the simplest thing in the world to do.
No.
But once you
Have
know
you ever tried sharing a video playlist?
how.
Give somebody a link to it?
No,
Good. Because
no, you can't. You can't. Okay, so you just confirmed that I'm not stupid.
No,
I just couldn't.
Right.
I couldn't find it. I thought, but it just doesn't. You can't. Not yet.
No, it doesn't exist. It's been there for a few months, but the feature has been there a few months. But there's no direct link to a playlist for reasons best known to Facebook. If you Google it and you go share Facebook playlist, then you get some hints, tips, and tricks. And what you've got to do is memory is bad. You've got to go to one of the videos that's in the playlist. Yeah. Click it to play, copy the URL that's showing, come back to the place you first thought of, put it in your editor, edit it in a special way, and then that's a link you can share.
Well,
and that's as clear as mud, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Interesting you bring that up, because yesterday I was looking to update my website with a playlist that I have created on YouTube that I use for the Sting games. And you used to be able to go to the playlist and click share. And you had a choice of sharing the playlist link and embed code. It's not there anymore. And now when you go to YouTube support, it tells you, so go to a video in that playlist, copy the URL, and then copy the playlist little thing, ID blah thingy, right? And it's almost the same thing. So I wonder if there's a reason why.
I have no idea. You can actually create the link. So the playlist does have a link. Why can't they just put it at the top of the playlist?
Yeah. Why can't they just
go figure?
Why can't they just make everything so easy for us?
Well, why do it? No, I'm going to turn that and say, why do they make easy things complicated?
We're human. That's what humans do. We complicate things.
Indeed,
more than we should. There you go. Topic for next week.
Indeed.
Everybody, thanks so much for joining us here again today. We hope you got something out of it, except for the last 4 minutes before we had an intelligent conversation again.
We've forgotten all about that, David. We're good. We're good. We remember the good.
Somebody's going to bring it up. It's good.
Yeah, whatever you do, do not borrow your neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You won't get a good signal.
That's the best story ever. I know this person too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You have to tell me privately who it is so I can make fun of him directly. Is that wrong? Thanks, everybody, for watching. I appreciate you being here. Steve and I always appreciate you being here too, buddy. It's we're having a lot of fun as always. If you enjoyed the show, give us 10 in the comments below. And if you didn't like the show, don't do anything except come back again next week and give us another chance. I promise I'll have the game working, or I just won't do it. From here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, I'm David Burrows. My friend Stephen Healey over in the United Kingdom.
Wiltshire,
in Wiltshire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.
Bye.